Are we on? Okay. Hey, good morning.
Hi, Judy.
Hi, Mimi. Welcome to
The Judy and Mimi Show.
What's Brewing in Real Estate.
That's right.
So, good morning. We are going to be coming to you live probably once or twice a week, maybe more, maybe less. I don't know. But we are here to talk about, what are we talking about today, Mimi?
Today we're talking about Bethesda.
Bethesda! Why are we talking about Bethesda?
Because it's where I live.
What a great reason to talk about Bethesda. What do you like about it? Why do you live in Bethesda?
Location.
The three biggest parts of real estate. Location, location, location. So if you go to our webpage, you will see our Instagram page, you will see that I have a very high-tech map of Bethesda. Here it is right here for you to view. And Bethesda is basically comprised of three zip codes. You have
20817.
20817.
20815. Just
No.
kidding. Just kidding. 20816.
20816, which is right here.
And 20814.
And 20814. So 20814 is the part of Bethesda that's closer to the DC line. 20817 is the part of Bethesda which is west, closer to the river. And then 20816 is what we call North Bethesda.
Exactly.
So all great areas, just a matter of what you're looking for in terms of more of an urban feel or a suburban feel. That's kind of the beauty of Bethesda. You have a little bit of both.
Right. And we can't forget price point.
And price point, yeah. Well, it's all expensive.
Yes.
So unfortunately, you're not going to find pretty much anywhere in Bethesda that isn't going to be a little bit pricey, but there are things happening all the time. So a little bit about Bethesda in general. It is comprised of 54% women and 45% men. All right. So we will be looking for counties for you ladies where there are a few more men as time goes on. Price point. In February of last year, 2018, the average median price in all of Bethesda, including single-family homes and condos, was $762,500. Ouch.
Yep.
January, this month that we're in right now, the median sale price is $1,058,750. So it's gone up. The median price has gone up. So I don't know whether that is reflective of housing prices increasing or if it's just that the market in the million plus market has increased. So as we go further into looking at our facts and figures, hopefully we can figure that out together.
Yes.
A little bit about Bethesda, just in case you are not familiar with it. It is an unincorporated city.
And what does that mean?
I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. I know Chevy Chase is incorporated, but Bethesda is unincorporated. It was named for a church.
How about that?
Is that? It was named for a church called Bethesda Meeting House in 1820, which was rebuilt in 1849. In Aramaic, it's referred to as Bethesda, which was taken from the name Jerusalem's Pool of Bethesda. And in Hebrew, it's Bet Hesed, means house of memory. So just a little interesting tidbit.
House of memory or house of kindness?
Oh, house of mercy. Even with my glasses, I can't read. Okay, thank you. House of mercy. And also means house of kindness.
Yeah.
So what else is kind of interesting in Bethesda? What are some of the...
You want to talk about education?
Let's talk about education.
There are several high schools in and around the Bethesda area, both public and private. Some of those schools are, in the public schools, are Bethesda Chevy Chase, BCC.
My alma mater.
Walt Whitman High School, Walter Johnson High School. Then, as far as private schools in the area, Georgetown Prep, which is an all-males boys school, high school. Holton Arms is a female high school. Landon, male, and then Stone Ridge, which is female.
So let's talk a little bit about the high school. So BCC High School, which actually back in the day there used to be the 5 W's. They were the 5 top high schools in the county, not only Bethesda, excuse me, but one of the W's went away and BCC took its place. So now it's the 4 W's and a B.
And the B.
So Bethesda Chevy Chase is a public school in Montgomery County. It's in downtown Bethesda, so it would be in that 20814 zip code. And it actually offers the International Baccalaureate program, which makes it really unique for the area. That is a college-based program where you can actually earn 2 years up to 2 years worth of college credits. So pretty cool. And it was rated the best school in America in 1960, the school was rated the best school in America by Time Magazine. In 2005, the school was ranked 29th by Newsweek in the top 1,000 schools, high schools in the U.S., 34th in 2006, 44th in 2007, 64th in 2008. And it is currently rated the 63rd best high school nationwide.
Very good. Then we have Walt Whitman High School, which is in the zip code 20817. So let's see, Walt Whitman, it's named in honor of the American poet, Walt Whitman. It opened its doors in 1962 with 1,400 students, designed by a local architect, Anthony Ferreira. Let's scroll down a little bit more. There is a robotics team called the Body Electric. From a Walt Whitman poem, I Sing the Body Electric. The team was founded in 2004 and has competed every year since.
Very cool.
Yeah.
What about Walter Johnson?
Walter Johnson, founded in 1956 as part of the Montgomery County Public School System. The school was named in honor of the late Washington Senators baseball pitcher, Walter Johnson. Remember the Senators?
Wow, I do remember the Senators.
Yeah.
God, I'm old.
1950s and 60s, when the outer suburbs of Washington were within 5 minutes drive of the Beltway, Walter Johnson was viewed as a country or outer suburban school. The school was surrounded by farms and livestock, cow herds. It's very different now.
Yes.
Things have changed in Bethesda.
It's crazy. I can remember going to Gaithersburg as a kid, and they didn't have 270 built yet. We had to take 28 all the way out. When you look at it now, you would never believe that this was all farmland. And it's funny you say that. What a great segue. Thank you so much. So a little more interesting history about Bethesda, and then I promise we'll get into the real estate side of it. But Bethesda is, again, used to be all farmland. It used to be part of the Native American Trail.
Oh.
And Henry Fleet, in 1602 to 1661, was an English fur trader, was the first European to travel to this area, which he reached by sailing up the Potomac River. So kind of really cool history. There was tobacco farms. This was all farmland.
Yeah.
You know, I remember going, when I would leave the area and I would go places and people would say, "Where are you from?" And I would say, "Maryland." They're like, "Oh, farm girl."
Yeah, they think you, you ride cows in your spare time.
Right, exactly, exactly.
A couple of landmarks that Bethesda is known for is NIH, which is a hospital in
National
Bethesda.
Institutes of Health.
Exactly. Oh. I was thinking Walter Reed. That's another big
hospital.
landmark.
Yeah, National Institutes of Health is a pretty amazing facility. So if you ever have anything that you need, that they're doing research on, that's the place to go.
Yes.
And then Walter Reed, of course, which is the Army hospital that took over the Naval Medical, which was a little bit of a political issue there, but you know, we won't get into politics.
We're not talking about politics.
No, sex, drugs, or politics.
Exactly. Well, maybe it's maybe.
Got to keep it interesting,
Right,
guys,
exactly.
Right? All right, so let's talk a little bit about real estate. That is why you're here. And then what we're going to do, not today because it's like 10 degrees outside, but soon we will be going out and we will be showing you some of the amazing real estate in the Bethesda area, as well as some of the cool and fun places to go.
And visit while in Bethesda.
And visit. So let's talk about, in general, I've shared with you what the current median sale price is for Bethesda, but let's break it down a little bit. Let's talk about specific zip codes.
Okay, so let's start with zip code 20816. Condos in this area, the average days on market, which means how many days a property is on market from the time that it is listed to the time that it is
Under contract.
Exactly. Average days on market.
We finish each other's sentences
Exactly,
now,
working
you know.
together. The average days was 103. And then now in January, it's 84 days on market. So things are starting to pick up a little bit as we move out of the winter months and into spring.
Yeah, believe it or not, this is considered the spring market.
I know.
Yeah.
So the average price last year was $449,000. And now it's $170,000.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it looks like prices have dropped.
I don't know that that's the case. I don't know that prices necessarily have dropped that much, but I think it's the market. It's who's out in the market right now.
Exactly.
It's the lower priced properties that are seeing a lot of action.
Right.
What about the detached homes?
So detached homes or single family homes, last year the days on market were 65 days. This year in January, it's now 66 days. So about the same, roughly the same. Here's the kicker, and I hope you're sitting down. The median price for home sales last year was $950,000, whereas now in January, the median price is $1,300,000.
Wow.
So it's quite an increase.
That's in 20816.
Correct.
Wow. So we've got our big money buyers out there buying the single family homes. It looks like our condo buyers are looking at the lesser expensive right now based on just what we're seeing. So
Right.
What about 20817? Remember, this is the part of Bethesda. Let me get my map. Where's my map for those of you that have forgotten already? Hold on. 20817. Over here. Okay, so west, closer to the river.
Okay, so 2817, the average days on market for condos, last year it was 55 days. And now in January, it's lowered to about 44 days on market.
So people do buy real estate in the winter.
Yes, they do. And the average price last year was $219,000. And now it's $234,000. So it's raised a little bit.
Yeah, interesting.
But again, the kicker for the detached homes or single family homes, last year, the real estate sat on the market for about 180 days. Now in January, it's about 113. But the median price last year was about $940,000, where now it's again $1,300,000. So prices are hefty.
Yeah.
Very hefty in this area.
Yep. And that's a really coveted area, that 20817 zip code that runs along that river. They've got some really beautiful homes, and you just don't see as much coming on the market there as in some of the more urban parts of Bethesda.
Exactly.
So.
And then our last zip code, 20814. Days to sell or days on the market, last year were 46 days. Now it's 43.
Fast.
And then the sales price, median sales price last year was $828,000. And now we're up to about 1.1 million.
So things are moving in Bethesda.
Yes.
Things are definitely moving. There's a lot of new construction happening as well. We're going to share all of that with you soon as it's not so cold outside that, it will freeze human flesh.
I know. So cold.
So what else do we have to share? I think that's pretty much it for now.
Pretty much it for now.
So come back and visit us. We
Yes.
will be sharing different parts of Bethesda over the next month, and then we will move into Chevy Chase.
Yep.
And then
Eventually to DC.
Into DC. So stick with us. Stay warm.
Yep.
And
we'll see you
don't
next
forget
time.
to watch what's brewing in real estate.
Thanks. See ya.
Bye.